Let me ask you just one question. Do you want to take your game to that next level? If the answer is yes, then you are not alone. You see, every player from beginner to pro strives to up their game every time they get back to the table. Come with me as I show you proven techniques that have helped me in my quest to become a better player. I am not a beginner, nor am I a professional. I am an average guy on a mission. That mission is to take my game to new heights. Along the way, I hope to inspire and help you in yours. I am Ron, the pool student.
Hey pool players, hey Ron here. Welcome once again to the Pool Student channel. I've got a little 9-ball pattern right here. I'm going to go ahead and run out, but after this, I want to talk about something that is going to address this problem. And that is, how many of you guys know other people that have been playing for a lifetime, maybe 20, 30, 40 years at the game of pool, and they've never gotten better than what they had been 10, 20 years ago? I know a lot of people like that, and I think I know why that is. And I want to talk about that. So before I do, let's see if I can go ball in hand. Let's see if I can run out this rack. Okay, let's see what I want to do here. I want to put this 1 up there, the 2 in the side, 3 in the corner. See what angle I want to get on this 3. I'd like to be pretty close to straight would be good. I like drawing the ball, so I've had people actually criticize me for that, but I do both. I do everything, but I like to draw the ball. It's really good right there. I'm going to bring it back for the 4 ball here and the 5 down there after this 3. I'm going to draw it again, just bring it over just a little bit. Have that 5 in that corner. It's good. Got a nice little angle on it for the 6. In the opposite corner. Let that one get away, guys. It's okay, I got away with it. I was trying to just give it a little, I got a little pokey on that strokey right there. That's probably why. All right, so I'm just going to roll this one. Actually, I kind of liked it that I stroked that ball a little bit. Okay, I'm hoping for the 7 right there on the side, 8 up in the corner. Okay, and now what do we want to do? Do we want to run it up table and come back? I'm going to do that. I'm going to run up table, run and come back, and I'm going to go for some a little inside to keep it on this side of the table. Make it right there, 9 in the corner. I could have got closer to the 9. I can make it though. I'm just going to play a roll here. Follow, firm stroke. That's good. I had to steer that one in there. I felt like I missed it. I did undercut it just a little bit. So now let's talk about what it is I want to discuss. Let me grab a chair real quick. I can think of some players that have played a lifetime and they've just not gotten better. Is it that they really want to get better? It could be just that. They're happy with where they're at. That's fine. But if you're wanting to really improve at the game to get to that level that most people never reach, I'm going to talk about what I think is there's 2 things that are the most important. I'll say first of all, you got to have dedication. You got to have the desire to do this. No doubt about that. And everybody can have that. And there are people that do have that, but they still will plateau and not reach that next level. Now, I'm speaking for me now because I want to get to that next level. I am not there yet. Understand that. But from where I've come from in 271 days, and that's when I got this table, and that's when I started really working on my game, to where I'm at today is huge. I'm so pleased with my progress. And in progressing the way I have, I feel like I'm qualified to be able to explain to you what I now know has gotten me to this point, and what I know will get me to that next level. Without a doubt, there's one thing, and that is your stroke. You must have a good stroke. Now, along with that stroke, though, it's not just, and I used to think this, it's just this. It is not just this. It is also your stance. It is everything to do with the pre-shot routine, looking at that ball, stepping down into the line, boom, you're on the line, you're now in your position, you come back, pause, shoot, follow through, and you made the ball. If you don't have that part of your game fundamentally sound, I'm convinced that you will not progress to the level that you may want to, or you may think you can get to. You got to get that first. Forget about pocketing balls, forget about position play, get that right first. 3 months ago, maybe it's been more, maybe 4, when I watched John Disk's video, and he's another creator for those that don't know who he is, and he talked about the poke stroke. And then since I've gone to the billiard hall and have watched other players during league night and just general play in those places, I've come to realize that I was not alone. I mean, I was a person that poke stroked just like everybody else. In fact, I talked to a 600+ player here last week, and I told him I had battled that. I got away from that, and he laughed. He says, "We all did." And he's right. He even did it. And now today I watch him play, and it's like, wow, he's just got the best stroke, amazing stroke. And it is all about that. We have to get our fundamentals right. We have to have a good bridge. We have to have a good pendulum or lever. We have to have a loose grip. We have to be able to shoot straight. We have to have our dominant eye over the stick. Lots of things go into the stroke. We got to have our stance right. We got to be comfortable. We've got to be at the right alignment so our lever is clear of our body. These are all things that will prepare you to better your game. I now see so many flaws when I go to these league nights, and it's like, man, you know, and you could help these people if they wanted to be helped. But I'm not into it as an instructor. I only do this on YouTube to help my game to get better, but in the process, show you what I have done and to achieve the level I want to be at, and hopefully you can take something from that. So I'm not someone that's going to go to the league night and show someone how to play pool. Let them learn on their own. And there are many instructors around the city that will help them as well if they want to reach out to them. But I can just tell you, I know what it takes. You have to have a good stroke. I'm not going to be able to stress it enough. So those people that you might know that have gone 10, 20, 30 years and have never ever gone any further than their ability that they're at today, a lot of that has to do with those things that I just talked about. And I know many of you are going to agree with that for sure. Look at the pros. You know, if you watch the pros, you see the perfection right there, right? But also watch the amateurs. Because now that I'm going to these league nights, and I've had like, 6 weeks at the one league, and this is a 4th week at the other, I watch everybody, and it's like, wow, it's kind of cringeworthy, you know, it's the way they are. And God, there's just so many little things that they could be doing differently, and they would get better at their game. realizing that, being able to process that, understand where you're at and those flaws. Some people just don't have that ability to critique their own body and their own movements and their mechanics and all of that. You just have to have, and that's going back to the desire, the commitment to want to get better and to change and to battle through those bad habits, to expose them, then then attack them, and then put them behind. So you're never going to do that again. And then learn that new stroke, learn that new stance, whatever it is that you must do to help your stroke, and you're going to get better at the game. So I don't know. Sometimes I babble on like this, and maybe you're not interested or whatever. But I'm a fanatic at this right now. I want to get good at this game, and I've gotten better, but I'm not there yet. I mean, my goal was to make 500. I have gotten to 500. I'm very pleased with that and humbled by it. But I have put in a lot of time to get there. I don't think I have any problem staying there. I still have some issues with my game, but I'm becoming stronger and stronger at it. But now, ultimately, I want to get to a 600. I want to make 600. I really do, and I'm a goal-oriented person, so I think that I can do this by around midsummer of 2022. I hope to be in a 600 range, because I have seen some huge strides just in the last month too. And that's another thing I want to say. Part of me, being able to get better is what I've done here in the last probably 2 months, month and a half, 2 months. I decided to join the league, of course, but I also decided to go to the billiard hall and shoot on a 9-foot table. And initially I thought that would be the answer. Just, getting on a 9-foot table is going to be, it's going to prepare you for, an 8-foot or 7-foot table, and you're going to be a lot better at the game because of it. I've now changed that, because I don't think that the 9-footer is the answer. I think a 9-footer is a necessity, but what I've been doing is playing on this 8-footer, playing on the 9-footer, and now the 7-footers on another league night. Didn't think that was going to be a big deal. It's huge. If you can play on all 3 surfaces, 3 sizes, it's going to benefit you in your game, because every one of those has their peculiarities. One is more clutter, more congestion. That's a 7-footer. 8-footer has more open, but it's got some congestion. And then that 9-footer is vast. And that one there requires a good stroke, long shots. Everything is different there. So if you can get good and play, and like I have, I've been, sparring on all those conditions, 7s, 8, 9s, and that has helped my game immensely as well. But I still have to go back to that stroke. There's no way I could be successful on a 9-foot table unless I had a nice solid stroke. I mean, being able to pocket that long shot consistently and get position to another ball, you gotta have that. You gotta have that lever. You gotta have everything fundamentally sound. And I think that's what's holding back most players that have plateaued and that have just stayed where they're at for decades. So that's the video for today. I think that if you have that, if you suffer from that, or assess yourself. If you got a camera, take some video of your own game. You're gonna learn a lot from that. Don't just watch the pros. I used to say that, just watch the pros and it'll help your game. It does, but you're limiting yourself. If you're on a league, or you're going into a billiard hall, or if you can watch amateur matches on YouTube, watch them and watch how those players play relative to what you see the pro player and how they play. Watch Mark Wilson's videos, the clinic, the 3-part series. Covers the stroke, stance, everything, the fundamentals of the game. Watch that many times through and try to mimic what he talks about. If you can do that, I assure you, if you're trying to get better at this game, you will. Start at the beginning, get the foundation right, get the fundamentals right, and you're off to the races. That's the video for today. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave them here. I'll be happy to answer. I do. I always answer everything. And we do. Those of you who are looking at those comments, you're going to pick up things from my subscribers. I mean, you guys are helpful to me, but you're also helpful to others that read your comments as well, so that's a good thing. Internet is powerful, you guys. YouTube is amazing. I mean, you can learn so much, not just home improvements, home repairs, that kind of thing, auto repair, but you can also learn the toughest game on the planet, and that is the game of pool. All right, take care, everyone. I appreciate you watching. Till next time, keep on practicing.